Coming up today on Studio 13 Live, we will show you how The Gap is honoring former DJ and dancer Twitch after his death.
And we're introducing you to the Seattle-based female-owned company that makes retro-inspired snowsuits, all for a good cause.
Then it's Lil Woody's Burger Month, and we are celebrating with some burgers and an option for vegetarians, too.
Plus, our friends Jody and Bender stop by to chat about the latest entertainment headlines. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. Around like sunshine through the clouds.
Hello, welcome, and thank you so much for being here with us. I'm Maria Garcia.
Hey, I'm Carly Henderson, and it is National Plan for Vacation Day. So this is always the last Tuesday in January, and it's a reminder to start planning your vacations for the year. You've got a vacation planned for this year.
I do. I love to plan them. I mean, well, by love, I mean like I hate myself a little bit and I really make it hard for myself and then I get to do it, you know. But yeah, planning to
It sounds so great when you describe it that
way. I know,
way.
it's just that way. But my husband and I are planning to go to Greece later this year.
That sounds incredible. Yeah. I heard, I don't remember the exact statistic, but it's something like half of the joy you get from a vacation is planning it and waiting and anticipating it. So yes. I've always tended to do these sort of sporadic last-minute vacations, but I think I need to plan ahead a little bit more. Today's the national day for it, so
very
get
exciting.
Some of that joy ahead of time, you know?
I love it. Do you have something coming up?
I don't have anything in the books. I would love to go to Portugal. I've been saying that I've been saying that since the pandemic, but it hasn't been really possible yet. And I really want to go see my grandma. I haven't seen her since before the pandemic too, so I really want to go visit her.
That sounds so exciting. We got to get it booked up for you, girl.
Yeah, I know. Today's the day.
Yes. Now, we are once again starting the show with a bit of sad news. Cindy Williams, the actress best known for her role as Shirley Feeney in the TV classic Laverne and Shirley, she has passed away at the age of 75 after battling a short illness. Now, the actress began her journey as Shirley in the 70s sitcom Happy Days, but her on-screen dynamic with Penny Marshall's Laverne DeFazio was so popular that they got their own spin-off, Laverne and Shirley, which ran from 1976 to 1982. And her kids, Emily and Zach, sharing a statement saying, quote, "She was one of a kind, beautiful, generous, and possessed a brilliant sense of humor and a glittering spirit that everyone loved. So proud of her."
A glittering spirit is such a beautiful description of a human, you know?
It is.
And I was reading kind of about her history and everything, and really, aside from I Love Lucy before Laverne and Shirley, there weren't a lot of women that did physical comedy like this, too. So they really carved out their own space in this man's world, and they were very successful at it, too.
You know, the show is just a little bit before my time, but it was really big on Nick at Night.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So I watched Happy Days, and I watched Laverne and Shirley, and I do remember as a kid, they really made me laugh.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go watch a clip in her honor today.
I know.
Let's find a clip on YouTube and catch it. Okay, Stephen Twitch Boss's legacy continues to inspire us all as Gap honors the late DJ with a special limited edition capsule collection. Now, this collection, which debuts today, features classic hoodies, basketball shorts, and sweatpants in collaboration with the Brooklyn Circus. The campaign video shows some footage of Twitch dancing in some of the pieces from the collection during a photo shoot prior to his passing. Twitch was a personal friend to the founder of the Brooklyn Circus, which is not actually a circus. I looked it up. It's a menswear brand, and the collection will be supporting crisis lifeline organizations.
Oh my gosh, this story is just so tragic, but it really speaks to the importance of checking on the people that you love.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think too, just, you know, they said him and his wife were brought to tears when they saw the initial kind of cuts from this video and everything, and you just see how joyful he was in those clips, but you know there's just so much pain behind there. So you said it, check on people you love, and yeah, I think he inspired so many people and made us all so happy too. Yeah. Wow, I'm having trouble talking today. Here we go.
Well, it's just like some heavy news that we're really talking about here early on, but we are switching gears to something far more lighthearted. So the latest trailer for the upcoming Super Mario Brothers movie debuting a new voice of Donkey Kong. It is Seth Rogen. Let's take a look.
Okay.
All right. Meow.
Ah! You got the cat box! Oh my... I'm sorry. Okay. Now you die.
So it includes his iconic Seth Rogen laugh and all. The Super Mario Brothers movie is set to release in theaters on April 7th. I feel like this whole movie is going to be a meme.
It is. And I think that at least so far, the movie has been all about the voices. Like everybody has something to say about the voices. So
For sure.
I don't know. I have a hard time figuring out what exactly is going to be happening here, but we're going to recognize all the voices.
I feel like no matter what, like Mario movies are always going to be successful just because we've all grown up playing them. We love it. I used to have my little Super Nintendo where I'd play it on. It's been a really long time since I played Donkey Kong or Mario or anything like that.
I love it. I actually bought my husband one of these like mini Nintendos that have a bunch of games in them. So it's kind of been really fun to try them out. And we still have it. We don't use it that much, but kind of saving it for when my son is a little bit older and is able to play some Mario Brothers with us.
He's gonna be like, what is this? It's so vintage by that point because technology evolves so fast.
It does.
Oh my gosh. Okay, YouTube star MrBeast, I love this story. He's helping 1,000 blind people see again. So the content creator is paying for the cataract removal of 1,000 blind or near blind people in the Jacksonville area that could not afford the surgery. So the YouTuber, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, is partnering with surgeon Jeff Levinson, and they just finished the first round of surgeries recently. He shared a video of their before and after reactions on YouTube, and it's reached more than 60 million views.
Wow, I'm just shocked. That is so generous and life-changing for people.
Yeah, and I was looking it up too, or I was watching the video that he did with the surgeon, and the surgeon said half of all the blindness in the world is just people who need a 10-minute surgery.
Wow.
And to think that people can't afford to get this surgery or don't have the right insurance for it, but could be seeing again, I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous, and I love that MrBeast is using his platform as the #1, YouTuber in the world to try to help people see again. Is there a better cause than that?
Right.
I don't think so.
It's astonishing to me the way, whether it's influencers or YouTube content creators, they have really launched themselves in a way that frankly did not exist even 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So it's this whole new space, but it's beautiful to see that these people who are famous in their own right and, maybe were an average person before and now have this fame and this money, remembering that it's important to do good with what you have.
Absolutely. We need more people like this in the world.
Well, switching gears a little bit, your shirt, girl.
Did it remind you of something?
It reminded me of something. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and it is never too late to ask someone to be your Valentine, even after 64 years of marriage. Check this out.
Will you be my Valentine?
What you think? What you think?
You ain't got no choice.
I've been your Valentine for 64 years. Oh, you got me a card? I love you, Popper.
I love you, Granny. I can't do without you.
You the best Valentine I ever had.
Oh my gosh, this is the most wholesome and pure thing I've ever seen.
It just melted my heart. It is so beautiful. And then, the little twang in there too reminded me of home. Beautiful. I gotta say, I've been in a relationship for a long time, had some beautiful Valentine's days, but I don't think I've ever actually been asked to be the Valentine. I do get great gifts though, so I'm not complaining, but it's kind of sweet to be asked.
Yeah, it is really sweet. My boyfriend once brought me a heart-shaped pizza, which made me really happy.
Great.
It was so unexpected. We didn't have Valentine's Day plans, and he got a heart-shaped pizza for me, and that was awesome.
I love it. Has he asked you to be your Valentine?
I don't think so. I feel like I haven't heard anybody do that since we were in elementary school, right?
Very cute.
Remember though, making all the little Valentines and everyone had their little tissue box that you drop them in.
Very cute.
So many fun Valentine's Day traditions when we were little.
Yeah, I got to do that again though for my son's school.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't care right now, right? He's
Yeah.
only 3, but we get to do the whole little thing. So I'm kind of reliving those memories. Very
That's
sweet.
so sweet.
All right, coming up, our friends Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet. Stopping by to chat about some local entertainment headlines, including a very fun experience coming to Seattle.
Yeah, but first we're going to get a word from our buddy Bill. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Carly and Maria. We have a great show that's currently playing right now at the Paramount Theater. Ain't Too Proud, The Life and Times of the Temptations is playing till February 5th. Ain't Too Proud is the electrifying new smash hit Broadway musical that follows the Temptations' extraordinary journey from the streets of Detroit to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Nominated for 12 Tony Awards and the winner of the 2019 Tony Award for Best Choreography, Ain't Too Proud tells the thrilling story of brotherhood, family, loyalty, and betrayal as the group's personal and political conflicts threaten to tear them apart during a decade of civil unrest in America. See this incredible show while it's here at Seattle at the Paramount Theater for 2 weeks by visiting stgpresents.org. Now, back to the show.
Hello, hello. It is now time to see what is popping off in the world of entertainment.
And for that, we are bringing in our friends Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet. Hey, Bender, have you asked Rachel to be your Valentine yet?
You would think it's a given. That's built in, right?
It's
After
not
all
a
these years
given.
together.
That's what we were
It is
just
not a
talking
given.
about.
Then I will ask her to be my Valentine. But I will tell you, our very first Valentine's Day, Rachel did. She sent me a heart-shaped pizza
There you
on
go.
Valentine's Day.
That's so sweet. I love it. Were you as excited as I was about it?
It's very sweet. And it was at that moment I went, she's a keeper, 100%.
Beautiful. And Jody, do you have Valentine's plans already?
Oh, I don't like people. I like to stay as far away from other people as possible. They're really a distraction. I have so many other things to do.
Good answer.
Wow.
So that sounds like a plan.
I can get my own pizza if I feel like it. Yeah. I got dogs to walk. I got shows to watch. I got my kid to play with. We're busy.
I love
Oh, can you feel the love?
Bender, I got to tell you, I'm going to go
Yeah.
check out the Friends experience later today, but you beat me to it. Tell me about it.
I took my wife and our 2 girls over to the Friends Experience, which is in the old Barnes & Noble spot at Pacific Place downtown. It opens up for everybody tomorrow, but yeah, I got a sneak peek. Watch this.
Job's a joke you broke, your love life's the way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too.
Oh my gosh, that looked like so much fun. Did you have the best time?
The best. If you are a diehard Friends fan, there are Easter eggs all over the place. You get to walk through all the sets. It's extremely cool. If you're just a passive fan and you're being dragged, you're going to love it too, because it's just very cool. It is. It's very iconic.
Yeah, it's always fun to be in an old bookstore too. Plus, we're giving away tickets this week on our show, so you may want to try and win them if you can.
All this week. All this week with Puget Sound Showdown, we're giving you tickets to the Friends Experience. By the way, the website is friendstheexperience.com/Seattle.
Oh, okay.
So,
It's almost
there
like
you
a
go.
Jeopardy URL right
Yeah.
there. Bender, I know you posted a hilarious video of your daughter that had us all laughing.
Yeah. Over this past weekend, my wife took our youngest up to Rachel's sister's house, and Rachel's sister still has Christmas up. Well, apparently, my daughter has equated Santa Claus with me.
Oh.
Watch.
Is it time to trim back the beard, Bender?
I mean, it's trimmed back.
We were talking about it. You can trim it all you want, but you got to change the color if you don't want to look like Santa.
Okay, but I can't color the beard because I'll look stupid.
He will look stupid.
Right. And
Then he'll be that guy.
and I have and my wife loves the beard. My daughter not so much. So I'm kind of at an impasse. I don't know what to do. What do you guys think? Should I keep the beard? Yes, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I say
pro-beard.
keep her.
I'm
I say
pro-beard
keep it,
for
yeah.
sure.
All right. So my daughter will get used to it.
Yeah.
Nice leading question, too. I'm not sure what to do. What do you guys think I should do? Keep the beard? Yes, yes, yes.
Well, my husband has a beard too, so that
Fine.
there was only one answer I could give.
Exactly.
You have to be beard people. Okay.
And I'm not going to color the beard. That's dumb.
Yeah, I don't like that look.
That
The
seems like
hair
a
is
lot of
one
work.
thing. The
Yeah.
beard looks stupid. Yeah.
It does.
So please, let's move on from me being made fun of by my daughter to what else would you like to talk about?
Pens. Let's talk about pens.
Yeah. Where do you stand on the
Pens.
big
Let's
pen
sure.
debate?
Jody?
Okay, so it's a big joke, like, oh, we're going to talk about pens, but you see these 7 pens that this guy Chris threw up on TikTok. He was like, if you could only use one of these pens for the rest of your life, which would it be? And everybody does have an opinion. Like me, I'm a hardcore 5.
Same.
Right? And you're a 3, right?
3 or 4. Yeah.
We both like a squishy bottom.
I just want one that works. That's all.
That's
all I
not
need.
the answer.
Done.
Do you have an opinion on the pen debate?
I'm definitely
You're
a
5, a 6.
I'm definitely a 3. I actually brought my favorite pen here as well, which weirdly is not in this lineup, but it's the Papermate Inkjoy Gel 0.7. The 0.7 is where it's at. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. You know what I'm talking about?
That's a
That's
good
the one
pen.
I like.
That's a good
That's the
pen.
one.
We have great taste.
Carly's out
A
here
friend
trying to
of
get a
mine-
sponsorship.
a friend of mine-
No, I have like 10 of these pens at my house, and if I don't have one with me, I get very upset. I love this pen. What's yours, Maria?
A friend of mine said that she liked number 7. and I said, number 7? Like, why do you hate yourself so much? Number 7 is the most basic pen that will, go to, it's like the cockroach of pens. Nobody
Here's the
chooses
thing.
pen,
right?
right?
I
It's just- yeah.
like to slum it with 7 sometimes, but I am a 5.
Let us slum it with 7.
When you're feeling bad about yourself, you go 7.
That's right.
That's a T-shirt. That's a T-shirt.
I like to slum it with 7.
Yeah. That's good.
Don't slum it with a bad pen.
Oh my
It's
god.
like, which one are you and which one do you wish you were?
Exactly.
Sometimes there's a difference.
That's right.
Jody Bender,
Aspire
a
to be a
pleasure.
1.
A pleasure chatting with you as always.
Pleasure as always.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Coming up, we are giving you a look at a new vintage-inspired snowsuit from one special company that is raising money for brain cancer research. We'll be right back.
It's happening all around.
If you are hitting the mountains this winter, make sure you are dressed the part. Tara Shakti is a new women-owned, vintage-inspired snowsuit line that's also raising money for brain cancer research and Sherpas. So interesting.
What a great combination. And joining us in studio to tell us more about this are founders Tara Clark and Quan Ralkowski. Welcome, ladies.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us. We're really excited to be here.
So where does the name Tara Shakti come from?
So my name is Tara, and Tara Shakti in Sherpa means star power. And we're partnering with a Sherpa-owned local company for sourcing and manufacturing. And I just believe that all people have incredible star power within them. It's hidden underneath some layers, but when you put on a one piece, it just comes out. Your unique star power comes out, and that's how we came to the name.
Yeah, these are like the coolest snowsuits ever. I want to book a trip to the mountain right now just so I can wear them. They're so cool and so many fun colors.
They really are. It just looks fabulous right behind you. And who's this right here, this lovely lady?
Well, this is Molly, the mannequin. Molly goes everywhere with us, and we have Darla, our van, in the parking lot. So
Very
Someone
fun.
did mention there's a really cool van in the parking lot. I haven't seen it yet, but
Yeah.
it
That
sounds
must
like
be
it's
yours.
a vibe.
1979 Trans van that my 17-year-old son found last year. I'm from Portland, and she's joined the fold. She's lots of fun. You can't miss us driving around Seattle.
So you guys are a whole vibe.
It's a whole vibe.
I
Yes.
love it.
Disco
So
ball included.
what inspired you to create this particular type of snowsuit?
So I had a group of women that we would do an annual Whistler trip, and one of them ended up getting primary brain tumor, and she invited us all. We didn't think we'd ever get back to the mountain because of local research that was being done, and she was so lucky to receive the treatment. She was given a year to live. She was still with us 3 years in and said, everyone come to the mountain in a one piece. And I had no idea what that was, but if Holly said...
One piece swimsuit? No.
Yeah, and I got on the eBay and found old vintage inspired. So I have a whole collection now of old suits. They just have some, you know, the materials aren't great, they're cold, they don't fit everyone. And so that made me want to be able to create something that was more modern with a retro inspiration that fit more people, kept us warm. But the same fun that we had together on the mountain with women, it's really happening all the time now.
That's such a good story. And Kwan, how did you get involved? And talk to us about kind of the amazing women behind this business.
Yeah. So I have a background in startups here in Seattle, in operations and technology. I worked with Tara as a consultant, but really fell in love with the brand, fell in love with the mission, and wholeheartedly believe in this amazing product. So I quit my job at a tech company here that everyone knows and decided to sink my time into this amazing opportunity and brand and the people behind it.
That's awesome.
Beautiful. Now, something that I want to be sure that we touch on is, you know, during the break, I was talking to you about how I get really nervous around winter sports, but you mentioned this isn't just for skiing or snowboarding. Tell me about that.
Right. It really is winter activewear. We're finding that people they're snowshoeing in it, they're walking the dog locally in the city. Kwan rides horses. You can bike in it. They're super comfortable and stretch, and so we really believe everyone should get one because it really is easy to create a separate. It unzips very easily to go to the bathroom. I won't go all the way around.
We believe you.
Access to go into the bathroom is one thing, but this also becomes a bomber jacket, really cute crop bomber jacket that you can wear all around the city, up in the mountains, out print.
Yes, and you also mentioned that you go to your child's soccer games, which I think is genius. It gets cold.
Yeah, right?
Really
My
cold.
11-year-old, I mean, I don't know that she enjoys it, but I'm bone dry, so it's great.
Super warm, and she looks fabulous.
Yes, so much thought went into that, and then as well as your purpose. So kind of talk to us about giving back to Sherpas and a little bit more about brain cancer research and all of that.
So when I started this, I really believe in honoring our origins. If it wasn't for the Ivy Center for Primary Brain Tumor Research and Northwest Sherpa Association, I wouldn't be able to start with the prototype idea. And because of my friends, Lakpan Furba Sherpa, who are local here in Seattle, I was able to contact Tashi Sherpa. People don't understand that Sherpa are not only people that go to the top of a mountain guiding many people to the top of mountains, but they're an ethnic group. And so I really want to raise awareness that these are people that are doing incredible things in our world, not just on the mountain, but in our city. And so it's really important to represent our origins and always give back while we try to do great things in the world with these suits.
I love that. Great cause and great style, too. I want to rock one of these. This is a vibe.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for visiting with us. And of course, if you are all interested, we have more information for you on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We're always excited to have you. I'm Carly Henderson.
And I love to dance to that song. I'm also Maria Garcia.
We can never not dance to that, you know? Okay, it's time for Zillow Gone Wild, where we take a look at some of the dreamy or maybe wacky homes that are for sale. And this next one is coming to us from Colorado Springs.
Yeah, and I lived in Colorado Springs for a little while. And if I remember correctly, this is actually our second entry from there. So what in the world is going on in Colorado Springs?
Did you notice there were like particularly weird houses when you lived there?
You know what? They all look normal from the outside.
That's true. That's true. They always have something interesting going on inside. So let's take a look. It seems like people like to get pretty creative there. You know, it looks like a mid-century split level. It's listed for $560,000, but as you can see, very bright and colorful inside. Things get a little weird.
Look, I'm all for making your home beautiful to you, but it does look like maybe a rainbow got sick in there. Bright color everywhere, different colors in each wall. You saw some stuffed animals stuck to the wall too.
And that's not all. It looks like some of the trim has just feather boas pasted on the wall. The color on color on color continues into the kitchen and the bathrooms, and the bedroom is covered in shag carpeting from the floor to the walls, to the ceiling. That stuffed animal accent wall, I cannot get over.
You know what? I'm sure it's all very soft, but how do you clean that? Oh my goodness.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, and you know, the listing even has what looks like a pretty bare bones compared to the rest of the house creativity room where the current owner clearly works on all their creations. And so this house is pretty big though. 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,800 square feet, a little more than that. It's like a coloring book come to life.
Yeah, the question is, would you live there?
Oh gosh, you know, I would hate to. I don't want to be insulting to the person who lives there, but to me, that would have to be more like an investment property because you'd have to take everything off.
You definitely would. And you know how sometimes things have a smell? I can just tell by looking at this listing, there's a funky smell going on in there. So you would just have to do a whole lot of cleaning and gutting. And I mean, you could open a whole stuffed animal store with everything that's in there.
Yeah, I don't know. It also looks like those stuffed animals that you win in those like claw machine games. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know, maybe someone was bragging that they're just really good at these claw machine things. But I just like keep them in a box, not on your wall.
You said it.
So say I.
Yeah. All right, let's get into Sound Off. Okay, get this. So rage applying has become the new quiet quitting, and it is helping Gen Z and millennials get big raises in their careers. TikToker Redweeze explained in a video how she got mad at work, and that fueled her to apply to 15 different jobs, and she ended up landing a better career with a $25,000 raise, right?
That's wild.
That is a major raise, and it got a lot of people talking about their own success online.
All right, let's check out some posts on this. So we got one here. It says, I applied for jobs in my car during my lunch while angry, crying, and I got the best job I've ever had. So happy.
Ooh, Midwest Nice-ish said, me too, 35K raise, and it got it within 6 weeks. Keep going, y'all.
Can you imagine just like 35K more out of nowhere? All right, this next one. I worked in an incredibly toxic environment. I quit for a job that doubled my income to just under 6 figures, and it is an awesome place to work.
And Ashley Dawn said, that awkward moment when they call and say, hey, I'd like to offer you the job you applied for, and you don't know which one because there were so many. I think this is incredible. This is called taking control of your life. You know what I mean?
I think so.
Well, if you're unhappy in a job, you have 2 choices. You can complain about it, or I would say 3 choices. You can complain about it, you can try to do everything in your power to make it a better situation, or you can look for a new job. And these are people who are saying, I'm not just gonna sit here and be miserable. I can apply to 15 different jobs on my lunch break while crying, however you need to do it, and then you might end up in an incredible situation. I love this.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yes.
So I have this wonderful job that I have here, and I get to do what I'm doing today because I was rage applying.
Yes, Maria.
Yeah, girl.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, and no hate to my former employer. It was a wonderful place to work, but I was having some frustrations, and then I was like, do I need to keep being frustrated, or can I look for something else? And then I did.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the title of this, it sounds negative, but it's actually such a positive thing. Rage applying is just making your life better, taking control of your life. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just kind of wild. And I think that so many of us, myself included, you become kind of sedentary, right? So like everything is fine or mostly fine. You're mad sometimes, but it would be expensive and a hassle to move, especially with our industry, because usually it involves a cross-country move. But you just need that little push and things could be so much better.
Yeah.
So just a good lesson.
You just got to push through writing the cover letter.
Not the cover letter.
Updating your resume, doing all the stuff. It's not fun. Like applying for jobs, pretty miserable. When I have friends who are doing it, I'm like, I know what kind of place you're in. It's not very fun, but it really can make your life so much better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, well, up next, we're talking about something pretty interesting here. So the actor portraying Michael Jackson in the late pop star's new biopic, which we had talked about, when it was first announced, Turns out it is a family member. So Michael will be portrayed by his 26-year-old nephew, Jafar Jackson, a son of Jermaine Jackson, and Jafar actually sharing a post on Twitter saying, quote, "I am humbled and honored to bring my Uncle Michael's story to life." This is actually his first major acting role, so kind of an interesting choice there. Lionsgate is set to begin production later this year. So obviously, Michael Jackson, a bit of a controversial figure, but it's kind of an interesting take to try and keep that in the family.
Yeah, it seems like a real family affair too, because I know his family's helping produce the whole thing too, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. All right, coming up, we are learning some new meditation techniques with a holistic health coach.
Oh, I'm excited for that. And we're also going to give you a look at some museums that you can visit for free this February. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. If you need some ideas for something new to do, why not check out one of our local museums? There are free admission days throughout the month of February.
Very cool. So on February 2nd, you can actually check out the Seattle Art Museum, National Nordic Museum, Museum of Flight, Burke, and Mohai.
Awesome. And the Henry Art Gallery also has free admission February 2nd and every Sunday. And on February 24th, you can drop by Seattle Asian Art Museum without paying a dime. Plus, every day, Olympic Sculpture Park and the Fry Art Museum are open to the public for free.
So fun.
So fun. I haven't been to very many museums.
We got to do it, girl.
Seattle.
We got to do it.
Excuse to do it.
But now,
$3.99.
Free 99, my favorite price, babe. Look, we are going to talk about another amazing form of self-care. So, you know, if you wanted to have a healthy mind, body, and soul as part of the new year, resolutions, well, we do have an interesting meditation technique that can help with that.
Yeah, so for that, we're going to be bringing in holistic health coach Sage Wilde, who's going to be showing us some breathing and sound bowl healing techniques. I love this. Hi, Sage.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
So excited. Tell us all about these singing bowls and how, you know, sound healing kind of benefits us.
So sound bowls carry different frequencies which affect the body. We're made out of water mostly, so structure of water changes based on frequency. So if you're changing your frequency with something positive like a sound bowl, you're going to actually recalibrate your organs in your body and be able to alleviate stress. Sleep better, even lower things like your hypertension if you have hypertension. It's a good tool to aid in like your Western medicine, so using Eastern and Western to balance each other out.
Now, I have to tell you, I am a bit of a skeptic, but it is hard to deny that you definitely feel something when you hear this. So talk to me about what that could be and what it sounds like.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to hear.
Beautiful.
Definitely a deep, beautiful sound. And so each one, like I said, can affect like frequencies in the body. So that one was the C note, that's deep, that's your root chakra, that's going to be in your lower back. So anything that's connected to your root is going to actually be affected by that vibration. Same thing for something like your heart or your third eye. So your third eye is located in the spot where your pineal gland is, your hormone like main factory. So if you're telling it nice, beautiful things as opposed to maybe stressful things, you'll go ahead and rebalance and allow your hormones to start to recalibrate a little. So there's different benefits from utilizing them in different parts of the body.
I love that. I was telling you before we started, I've been to a sound bath before and it was a really powerful experience and I would love to do another one. And even just hearing that, I love it so much.
Calming. It's calming.
It is.
Very much.
Now,
yes.
we have the bowls, but you have a pyramid here. Tell us about that.
I do. This one's a crystal pyramid. So just like these ones, it's forged out of crystal. However, this one will sound a lot different in distance than it does actually over your head. So if you don't mind, I'll actually walk and show you what it feels like over your head.
It out. Say no more.
All right.
They sound like church bells, but over your head, they will feel and sound a little different.
That's really cool.
I feel it. That is so interesting.
So what about, I know you do guided classes, but what if someone's at home, or do you know some breathing techniques that might help people, right?
Yes, I do. Actually, Dhyana Mudra, which is basically just having your hands in your laps, your left and then your right.
Okay.
You'll allow your thumbs to touch gently.
Okay.
And you can put a timer on your phone for about a minute and just close your eyes and focus on breathing however that looks for you and focus on keeping your thumbs together. And as long as you're keeping that connection to your thumbs as well as focusing on your breath, you'll notice you stay tapped into your meditation instead of like losing thoughts somewhere else along the way.
Sorry, I was still in my meditation.
What a great tip, though, because I'll tell you, my husband likes to meditate, and he's always asking me to try it with him, but I get lost, so I don't like it. But that actually was very helpful.
What is it about the thumbs that works? Is it just...
I think it's just a focus thing, honestly, because if you do lose focus, your thumbs will just naturally fall apart. But if you're keeping that powerful focus, you're like, oh, okay, I'm centered right here, right now.
Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you have some upcoming classes. Tell us about those real quick.
Yes. So at Daily Ritual Market, I'm hosting every other Wednesday. So tomorrow will be the first Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. And then if you check out Connected with Sage, my Instagram, I have all my events. I always do.
I want to come to one of your events.
Please
I love
do.
this.
So
It's so cool. Sage, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming in here. And if you want to take any of her sound bowl meditation classes, we've got all that info up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live.
So wonderful. I feel so relaxed.
I know.
All right, coming up, we are celebrating some Burger Month, Woody's Burger Month, with some delicious hamburgers.
Yeah, we've even got some options for the vegetarians. Woohoo! We'll be right back.
It's happening all around.
It is that time. It's time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight delicious food in our area. And Lil Woody's Burger Month is showcasing 4 local chefs and their unique burger creations.
And we got to mention, we're in our new kitchen set.
Yes, we
so
are.
thank you for helping us break this in.
Really nice.
Yeah.
It'll be dirty forever
Yeah,
after.
dirty forever. That's okay. Well, joining us in studio in our new kitchen set, we have Marcus Lillard. I'm sorry, I'm saying that wrong.
Lilario.
Lilario with Lil Woody's and executive chef E.T. of Tom Douglas Seattle Kitchen. Welcome, fellas.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here. It smells amazing already, I have to say. Tell us a little bit about your Lil Woody's.
Little Woody's is a burger chain we started about 12 years ago. We got 3 locations in Seattle, 1 in T-Mobile. And Burger Month, the project we're talking about today, has been going on for 9 years.
9 years. So
Yeah.
people just love it.
Yeah, it's pretty popular, and it allows chefs to kind of create a burger. If they're chefs in higher end restaurants, they don't get to do that all the time. So it allows them to flex a little bit and have some fun.
Can we talk about your burger fashion that you have going on here? Because it's amazing. It's a burger hat, burger hoodie.
Yeah, this is actually, if you get all 4 burgers, we give you a gift at the end. And so this is the hat that we're giving out if you get the stamp card filled. And then this is just Little Woody's merch that we sell.
Wonderful. It's very fashion forward. So talk to us about how the chefs, you find them to participate.
It's usually just chefs that, we're either fans of their restaurants or up and coming chefs that we've heard about. And so, it kind of started off as something fun to do, and it really got legs. And so now it's been cruising ever since. And chefs, it's easier now because chefs are aware of the program. And, some chefs actually reach out to see if they can be a part of it.
I bet they do. It's quite an honor. What are we making right now?
We are making E.T.'s Big Boy Deluxe.
Okay.
I'm from LA, the land of burgers.
Yep.
And if I was not naughty during the week, we would go to Bob's Big Boy.
Yes,
I would get the Bob's Big Boy Deluxe combo, which had the burger, fries, and I would always get the side salad with a blue cheese dressing. So
amazing.
It's a quick mashup, and that's what we're going with.
And I eat a lot of veggie burgers. What kind of patty is this one?
I believe an Impossible Burger, which is also
love
my
it.
favorite.
That's the best in my opinion.
Yeah, and you can swap out any of our burgers with Impossible, so it is vegetarian friendly at our spot.
That's great.
Yeah.
Have you had Impossible Burger yet?
Girl, you put me on the spot. I am afraid of the Impossible Burger.
Really?
I don't know why. It looks real. It looks real. So I'm sure it's delicious.
Only be afraid that you're going to love it so much. The first time, because I'm a vegetarian, the first time I ever had the Impossible Burger, I sent it back because I said, this has to be meat. There's no way. So I want you to try it too and see if you love it too. And so what are we mixing in right here, E.T.?
All right, so this is our little blue cheese dressing. And if you want to put a little Kewpie mayo on each one of those layers.
What's Kewpie mayo?
It is a Japanese mayo, and it's got a little bit more tart and a little bit more sweet in there. So
that's
just a little different flavor
Best mayo
profile.
around, if you ask me. I don't know.
All right, then we're going to go with a little bit of that, which is a red eye cocktail sauce.
Okay. Is that
And you
enough?
can spread it all around.
Spread it like that?
Yep.
Got it. And what's in here?
It is a cocktail sauce with an espresso shot and spent coffee.
How have I never eaten coffee like this before?
Weren't you saying you needed to be more caffeinated?
Yeah, I needed to be more caffeinated.
A little bit on there.
Okay.
A little bit on there.
Oh, I didn't know I was getting so involved, but this is very exciting. I also would never think to mix the sauce with the lettuce. But you're just opening our worlds here.
All right.
Great. So we can try this in the next block.
Yeah, but let's put it together right
let's
here.
assemble this. This looks so
beautiful.
So good.
All right, while we're putting together this beautiful burger, we want to let you know we will be right back, and we're going to hear more about Little Woody's and Chef E.T.
I definitely thought we were making...
Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today.
Hey, we are back with Marcus Lalario and Eric Tanaka, aka E.T. We're that close already for Little Woody's Burger Month, and I am about to try this veggie burger, and then you're gonna make one with meat for Maria. Can't get them confused here. I'm really excited. I thought we were making 2 burgers when we were assembling these. This is a double patty. Let's go.
Now, while Carly is trying it out, we're going to give the lady a second to chew, but I want to hear about all the chefs that are involved in this program.
Yeah, so this year, every year we bring a burger back the week before from last year. So the bring back burger is Kenji Lopez, and he's doing a chicken sandwich. Then to start it off is E.T.'s burger. Second is Christy Brown from Communion. And then we have Bill from Paju, which is a Korean spot. And then Evan from Off Alley. And he's doing a burger with pig ears, and it's really,
oh my
it's really
gosh,
great. Yeah,
so
yeah.
a lot of wild, delicious options. What's the verdict?
100% approved. This is fantastic. I would definitely order this. I'm gonna have to come see you guys. And you guys do a lot of cool things for the community too. Talk to us about giving back.
Yeah, community's always been a huge part of Little Woody's, ethos. We've always done burgers. Every week we do a different burger. A lot of times it's with either a nonprofit or an up-and-coming musician or a brand. So we always try to shine a little spotlight on other folks. But during the pandemic, we started a program called Burger for Burger. And so every burger bought, we would donate a burger to a food insecure community. And so we realized parents being home that don't have the free food from the schools needed free food. And so once a week or all week, depending on what we're doing, every burger bought, we donate one to a community or an organization. Last year we gave out 4,000 burgers.
Oh my God.
This year our goal is to do 5,000.
That's fantastic.
And I have to say that, though I'm sure that every community appreciates food donations, families must be so excited to be getting a delicious, wonderful hamburger. I know it was such a special time for me as a kid whenever I got to get a burger.
Yeah, yeah, and to get a hot meal and not have to cook anything, worry about anything. The kids will hopefully eat it. It's just our way of trying to give back a little bit.
And what are some of the most unique burger creations that you've kind of seen throughout the years?
Man, we've done dry aged beef. Soma did a squid ink bun, so it was a black bun with a fried egg, which was super cool. We've done pig skin. We've done pho burgers with pho broth to dip it in.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I mean.
It's like cookies and milk, but burgers and pho broth.
Sure, yeah.
All right, well, as you guys saw, we are working on the meat eater version of the burger here, and I'm gonna...
You gotta do your work.
I'm gonna do some work. All right, is it QP mayo first, right? Okay. Now, while we're working on this, E.T., why don't you tell us a little bit about your idea for burgers at home?
My ideas for burgers at home are simple. Probably just a smash burger, cheese, and meat. That's it.
Oh, really?
Keep it simple.
Okay.
Good beef, good cheese, American cheese, good cheese.
Yeah.
It's relative to the
tasting
thing.
cheese.
So does real cheese, does it get melty right away, or does it need a minute?
It needs a minute.
Yeah.
Everything needs a minute.
Yeah.
It's worth
And
the wait.
E.T., I hate to put you on the spot here, but I know you're a diehard burger lover, and you have a wall full of burger photos in your home?
Original burger art. How about that?
Okay.
I do. My wife, for my 50th, there were no gifts. Well, there were gifts, but it had to be anything burger related.
Okay.
So everybody brought something, and since then I've been collecting a few pieces here and there. So it is actually a 12-foot wall with just burger art, and there's probably 20, 25 different pieces up there right now.
In burger art, meaning like paintings, drawings, like
All
anything?
of the above.
Drive-bys.
Okay.
All of it. I mean, you've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If you ever sell your home, you might end up on Zillow Gone Wild, right? Beautiful burgers everywhere. Awesome. All right, let's try it. We got a minute before the
Okay,
show
maybe
ends
that
here.
looks a little light on the
Oh,
sauce.
I did it wrong, y'all.
More sauce, he said.
I don't want to be too dry.
Sauce. Absolutely not. Oh, this is so wonderful. Who doesn't love a good burger, right?
Burgers are just always a good idea.
All right, double patty, man.
Get it?
How hard would you?
bottom's up, though.
How hard would you judge me if I ate this like with a fork and knife, though?
Well,
That's not an option,
You could
Maria.
finish it with a knife and fork.
I did it. Get in there.
Oh my goodness,
Is it good?
so good.
So good, right?
Amazing work, you guys.
Marcus,
Cool.
E.T., thank
Yep.
you so much for
Thanks for
coming
having
in. And be sure to stop by Little Woody's for Burger Month. They're in Capitol Hill, White Center, and Ballard. We've got all the info up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, and go
Thanks,
out
y'all.
there, make it a great day. Yeah, guys.
I'm gonna make your day.